Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the worst fucking podcast you've ever heard. Both mics.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Both Mics. How are you?
Hey, folks. Both Mics is a show about nothing and everything. That over there is Mike Sofka.
And that over there is Mike Taylor. And together we are Both Mics.
Welcome to show number 90 of Both Mics.
Crazy.
A podcast heard everywhere. Yes, that podcast can be heard. You'll find us every Friday night around 7 o'clock-ish Eastern Time till around 9 o'clock-ish Eastern Time. Here on twitch.tv/bothmics, we are live without a net. You can also find us anywhere podcasts can be heard, your favorite social media platform, yada, yada, yada. How you doing, Mr. Sofka? How's things?
Very good. How are you? How are you, Mike?
Good. Clear my throat.
Yeah, you better not be sick before you get on that ship.
No, that's for sure. It is aggressive pollen season up here in North Jacksonville or south of Jacksonville, and I get a little tickle every morning. It's not fun, you know. Of course, in our current climate, I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying. It's the yucky germ. So yeah, I cough every morning, and soon it's over, and I go on with my day.
Well, you got the old man cough. You got the morning piss, and you're like, right?
The CPAP cough.
Yeah, that's what that is. I can remember that because I can remember being at my grandparents, and in the morning, that's what it sounded like. I was like, what the hell is going on in there? And now, 50 years later, here I am going, that's what that was.
Right? Yeah. Unreal. So
crazy.
Yeah.
So you're getting ready for your big date coming up here on the Monsters of Rock.
Yeah. Look, I got I don't know what year is this one. 2017. I got my 2017 silver VIP shirt on.
Okay.
And it's got the usual on the back, probably all the band names and whatnot. But yeah, it is coming up on Tuesday. Now we're leaving the area Tuesday, and we're going to head down to Miami, and we have that pre-cruise concert at the Magic City Casino the night before, and then Wednesday we're heading out for the 5-day cruise, and we have our appointment at CVS all ready for Monday to take our COVID test. Yeah,
shit kills me, dude. I thought it was all optional stuff now, or is it just mask?
Well, it's optional as per the CDC. But of course, the cruise ships and the cruise lines want to play nice, you know. Their freaking reputation hinges on it, so they're still going by the protocols, blah blah blah. And so be it. You know, we'll get our test done for free at CVS, and then we have backup tests, the ones you do over the phone with the guy on the phone with the video. Backups just in case we need them or in case our results don't come back in time, you know. So that sucks. I had to pay for those, but
fucking
so
crazy, dude. Does everybody do that? Is that
everybody on the ship is vaccinated, including crew, and everybody who gets on the ship also has to be vaccinated. So essentially no kids under 12, obviously. Or is it under 5 now? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'm not going on a cruise for a while then.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit, but yeah, it'll hold up, or it'll lay off. You know, it'll become lackadaisical, and it will be all voluntary, like a flu shot or a pneumonia shot. No big deal.
Right. Right. You told me the schedule came out for the first day.
It did. Yeah.
It's on top of your forehead there.
Is it? It sure is. Yeah, it actually came out last night. And here's the thing. I think only once before they came out with any kind of schedule beforehand. So this is kind of cool.
Move to your left 6 inches.
Well, my left would be my right.
Yeah, a little more. So we look like just a tiny bit more. So we look, like we know what we're doing
I should
here.
Keep my ass still and just move the camera.
Perfect.
Look at that. Huh?
It's just that one picture that's screwed up anyway.
It's like an engineer. Should I just do one eye? Hello.
You're a pirate.
So yeah, of course now I'm going to look at myself. Yeah, it came out, and kind of excited about it. and there's been a lot of drop offs and a lot of things they've added this past week. Tracy Guns of LA Guns has come down with the COVID, and so I guess the entire band, he's just a guitar player. Replace him. Someone could back him up.
Maybe because of the close contact situation with the other members, they're erring on the side of caution here, maybe.
Right. So yeah, they've unfortunately dropped. Frank Hannon, guitar player for Tesla, was coming on, and I'm guessing he was going to do some acoustic stuff. And he has some albums, some solo albums out himself, which are actually really good. And he's decided to forego going to the Monsters of Rock, and he showed in his announcement a picture of him and his dad. If you know what Frank Hannon looks like, he looks like a true hippie from Northern California, and his dad looks just like him, just 30 years older.
You ever think of that? How your life may have been if you grew up on the left coast? You and I grew up on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Do you wonder, would things have been different? Would my outlook be different? Would my prospects be different? Would my past be much different if we were left coast guys?
Dude, all right. I heard someone once talk about winning the ovarian lottery. Right? We're male. And if this might piss people off somewhere along the line, but we're male, we're white, we have blue eyes.
Born in this country.
Born in the United States. And I think people who live up north are a little bit sharper. Because, and here's why I think.
Genetics.
Winter.
Inbred.
Winter. I think to survive winter, as far as driving, getting around, just living in general, staying alive in winter, it takes a little bit more skill than, being warm in sunny Florida. So, yeah, I'll take the hit for that one. That's Mike_Taylor at bothmikes.com.
Yes. He's basically saying if you're from the South, you're stupid, and if you're born in Florida, you can't take care of shit. Now
you're putting words in my mouth, sir.
We're going to have all these rednecks coming out with monster trucks. Fuck Mike and Mike, or fuck both Mikes. I don't care. As long as they spell the shit right, they can say it.
Right, exactly. Hashtag both Mikes.
Yes, exactly.
Up yours, both Mikes.
All right, so you and I have something in common with this because I was looking at Buck Cherry being on your cruise there, and I was like, wow, I wonder when they're coming to my area. And they're going to be here in Sanford at a small place on Sunday. So I'm going.
I would say like the night before or something, yeah.
Yeah, Sunday. So you'll see him 3 nights later. I'll see him that. So make sure you tell Josh Todd I said hi. I'll try to get him a Both Mike sticker to put on their guitars, Kelly's guitar or something like that. So anyway.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, so actually, if you look at the list here, 7 p.m., Buck Cherry. That is nothing overlaps that. I was thinking about seeing Bisto Blanco at 6:45, but they'll play again. Or they might be playing the pre-cruise concert, so I'll watch them then, and I'll catch Buck Cherry here. Let's see, we'll start off at 12 o'clock. You pick up your VIP goodie bags, which usually contains a T-shirt, and some other kind of tchotchkes, and usually a duffel bag or a tote bag of some sort, which we've used numerous times. At 2:30, we're going to be heading over to the VIP Mix and Mingle, which basically is as many watered-down drinks you could possibly suck down in an hour and a half. Yeah. And then a surprise. One of the bands that was added that no one said anything about, and it just showed up. The first thing I heard about was last night on this list. The band called Enough's Enough.
Wow. Yeah, I like them guys.
Band out of the Chicago area. And,
so what? Did they just show up? They're like, their agent forgot to confirm something, so they're not on the cruise, but they think they're on the cruise?
I don't know. But their bass player, Chip Zanoff, has been on most of the Monsters of Rock cruises as a guest. And he'll get up on stage and he'll sing with some people and stuff like that. But I'm guessing the people, the powers that be, went to a go-to that they know is probably going to be on the boat anyway and said, hey, can you put a band together and bring the rest of them?
Nice.
We're hurting. So I'll be seeing them. And then Another thing that is a surprise is actually in 3 different occasions tomorrow at 11 p.m., 9 p.m., and the Sail Away Band are all surprises. Never seen that before, except for once out of LA, the West Coast Monster Wood cruise that went to Ensenada and Catalina Island.
Maybe it's in an abundance of precaution based on the current climate with the COVID and all that shit. Maybe they have to have 3 bullets in a chamber for each show, and they're like, "Hey, you're on call. You're the first up," or something. I mean, shit.
I was thinking that maybe they just called out to 5, 6, 7 bands and said, "Hey, whoever can make it," and they, if they filled 3 slots out of 6, that's good for them.
Wow.
But surprise, the Sail Away Band, which typically is Tesla, and the only other surprise Sail Away band was Hollywood, the Monsterwood cruise, and that was Rat. Rat came on, did their performance, left, and the cruise went on without them. They were just a one-shot deal for the Sail Away, which obviously was before Sail Away because they, got
so the
off
Sail
before
Away,
they
that's
left.
like the first shit that happens on the boat. Then that's what you're saying. The first major thing.
Yeah, sometimes it is, but it looks like we have like 2 concerts before the Sail Away. We have Enough's Enough. We have Rhino Bucket, but yeah, typically it was Tesla for years that did the Sail Away, and that was the first show. And they do it on the pool stage, which they have to set up, and many times they don't get that stage set up on time. They've had it where they've been delayed an hour. They've had rain where they've been delayed. They've gotten the stage set up and they couldn't put the canopy on, or they couldn't put the TVs on in the background until like the next day or overnight. So yeah, it's a logistical nightmare.
So did you check ahead of time, like what's your? There's no way you're going to encounter any weather or anything like that on the whole time you're out, or did you look?
We're too far out. But yeah, let me. I can check right now. But
no, I'm just curious because up in the Northeast, everybody's getting hammered with snow.
Yeah,
they're closing flights and all this shit, and I didn't know if maybe the southern tip of that could come down somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The southern tip of that, I actually took a look, and it was just coming into Georgia. It's nowhere near us. Like, see if I zoom out now. Yeah, it's in the Gulf, and if it comes straight east, it'll hit us. But I don't think it will. We got 40% chance of rain tomorrow and on Sunday. And then Wednesday it's supposed to rain, and Thursday it's supposed to rain in Miami. 30% chance. So that's possible. It's
just because we're already done with the winter here in Florida. That was last weekend, our whole winter.
That was last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
So we're on the spring already. We passed that shit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it looks like possible 30% chance of rain on Wednesday and Thursday. And if you remember James Van Fleet, weatherman in Orlando,
yes,
he's
a musician.
Jim Van Fleet and the Rain.
Yes.
He is now the chief meteorologist for Royal Caribbean.
Really? That's crazy.
So I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he sends out an update every morning at 8:00 or 7:30, and I go ahead and I repost it onto the Monsters of Rock page.
Is he going to be on the ship or no?
No, he takes care of the weather and forecasting for all 24 ships around the world.
All right, so he's working from his house. That's cool.
Well, no, every time he's actually, I guess he lives in Miami now. They always show him at the office in Dodge Island in Miami, right by Biscayne Boulevard.
Think of the potential for that, though, dude. You could work from your house.
Yeah, well, dude, I work from my house. I can live anywhere and freaking do my job.
That's what I'm saying. That's awesome, dude. I'm liking this work from the house shit. I am. I'm digging it. You know why? Because I don't have some asshole slamming on the brakes in front of me. I don't have an asshole coming at me with the blinker on for 4 hours. I don't have, red lights. I don't have tolls. I don't have any of that shit. Just fucking here. Let's go to work.
But you never leave the office.
Yeah, that's true. But I always had that mentality. I'm never not working.
Yeah. So. Well, like our dining room table is set up. I have 3 monitors set up and keyboards and wireless this and wireless. And on a Sunday I'll walk past it and like, oh, I got to deal with that tomorrow.
All right, so tell me What's the major do's and don'ts? Let's say I'm getting ready. This is my first Monsters of Rock cruise, or maybe I'm on before, but you're a veteran. You've done this 100 times. So
Yeah.
tell me the do's and don'ts, the things you should do, the things that aren't worth the time, the things that, don't waste your time doing this, do that,
Well, here's the thing. I go, first of all, it's an expense. It's an expense to go on this. It's not like you're going on your regular, 3 or 4 day cruise to the Bahamas for, a couple $100. There's a comma in this price tag per person. And if you want to go VIP, get a larger room, it's even more so. So the thing is I'm losing my train of thought.
Do's and don'ts.
The do's and don'ts. Well, don't expect to go on this cruise and there be bingo, or a shopping tour, or a tour of the backstage area, or the galley in the kitchen, things like that. No art auctions. No, you don't even know that there's a cruise director on this particular cruise. They hide. I don't know. They have the time off. They don't get on the ship. They stay in their room. No idea. But the people that are busy, the room stewards, the waitresses, waiters, and the bartenders especially. And definitely the thing to do is the drinking. They've actually no longer on charters allow you to bring bottles of wine on board, where on a regular Royal Caribbean cruise you can bring a bottle of wine.
Wow.
Yeah, someone probably caught wind that I brought 11 bottles of wine on board once.
Well, geez, we just talked about it on like 3 shows and posted it on their Facebook page.
No, this was like 2 years ago that they stopped that.
Can you still bring in 2 liters of Coke or whatever? Because I told you how you could beat that.
No, there's no beverages at all,
wow.
Unfortunately. Yeah. So I get the soda package, and I fluff up my soda with mouthwash.
Yes, perfect.
So,
all right.
Yeah. So the one thing is, the drinking and the camaraderie with the friends. It's more than a regular cruise. You almost know these people because you're friends with some of them on Facebook, and from past cruises, it's like seeing family. It's like a family reunion of sorts. I have friends from Wisconsin. I'm sorry, Michigan, Massachusetts that go on this cruise. People from Arizona. A lot of people from California, obviously. New York, New Jersey, you name it. I know people from there that'll be on this cruise, and making friends more and more every day, or every cruise. So that's a lot of fun.
Right,
now, what's really cool is
go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, you gonna ask a question?
No, I was just gonna say. So, what's the major don't? If I had one thing that I shouldn't do on this cruise, what is it?
Well, I have more do's. Let's go through the do's first.
Okay. All right. Keep going then.
Now, obviously, you go on this cruise because you want to see bands. Well, guess what? These bands are on the same boat you are. They don't fly off or take a tugboat to an island somewhere. They're basically next door. I had Kip Winger in our stateroom right next door one year. It was kind of cool, and when you kind of just hang out with friends and talk, like I was saying previously, all of a sudden, like, hey, here comes Jim Florentine, the comedian, the guy from Crank Yankers. Hey, yeah, I got mail. That guy, special ed, like, he comes walking by. So you hang out, you talk with him for a little bit, you take some pictures, and then somebody will see him and they'll stop by, and it'll be like, the drummer from Faster Pussycat.
Yeah, but see, this is my thing with that. I get it, and they get it, and I'm glad they get it because they're on the boat, and that's what it is, and right. You get a certain thing of, a certain level of fame, and that comes with it, no matter where you go, no matter what you do. But my whole thing is, don't you ever feel bad for these people? They're like, geez, I just want to sit down and have a drink or just relax for a minute. Is there any discretion there, or is it just kind of on your own? Is it kind of like they go, hey, leave me alone, or no?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If you want the, hey, leave me alone type of thing, you kind of just stay in the back areas. They have a specific dining room just for them.
Oh, all right.
Most most cruise ships have multiple dining rooms or a dining room with multiple floors.
Well, see, that makes sense. At least they can friggin' eat in peace, you know?
Yeah, yeah. But they also know that they can eat in the regular dining room. They can eat in the buffet, all that stuff. They can do room service. I'm sure they have unlimited room service. They can take care of it that way. So they have options. And let's put it this way: the 80s were what, 40 years ago?
Yeah.
35 years ago?
Yeah.
By now, I think they know how to handle themselves in crowds, especially in a crowd of people that know them. I'm sure they can walk into the Publix or H-E-B with no issue nowadays. But, on this cruise, they'll be recognized right away. And if they want to avoid it, they know how to avoid it. They're big boys and girls. Next thing up is exactly that, eating. On the cruise ship, on a regular cruise, you have early seating and you have late seating. Usually it's like 5:30 and 8:30 or 6:30 and 8:30. Somewhere in there, there's two seatings. With this, there's no formal seating. You just show up and you eat when you want. You can go to the formal dining room, which is sit down and you have a waiter and waitress, and they bring you the rolls and the drinks and then the appetizer and the salad, the 4-course meal, all that, dessert and whatnot. You can do that if and when you want, but you also have to remember there's shows going on. Most people opt to go to the buffet, and the buffets are gigantic. They're you name it, it's there at the buffet. And granted, now you can't serve yourself at the buffet, but it's pretty simple. They're behind the counter. You just hand them your plate. They put on whatever, and they hand it back to you. You're good to go with that.
Because COVID knows which side of the glass you're on.
Yeah, well, they're playing the odds, I guess. Playing the odds. So, and the last thing I wrote down for things that are definitely awesome about going on a cruise is the ports of call. And believe it or not, like my negatives about this are kind of the same as my positives, but in the other extreme. Like
okay. So you doing the negatives yet or no?
Well, I'm on my last positive. So
okay.
The last is your ports of call. When you go on a cruise, it's the same as any cruise. You go to ports of call. This one particular one's going to a private island called Coco Cay in the Bahamas, and it's also going to Cozumel, Mexico. Both I've been to probably 10 times each. And it's you get to visit places that you normally wouldn't visit. If you went to, what was the Daytona concert you went to? The Daytona concert. Rockville. Well, guess what? You go to Rockville and you see 50 bands. You go to Daytona.
Yeah. You
go on the Monsters of Rock cruise.
Sure.
And you see 50 bands. You go to places like the Bahamas, Grand Cayman, or Labadee. I've been to Belize. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Jamaica.
Yeah, but see, when I go to Rockville, I get to stop at Buc-ee's.
Well, guess what? On our way to Miami, we can stop at Buc-ee's. I actually got gas at Buc-ee's this morning. We're all gassed up and ready to go. Actually, I got gas in her car, but we're taking my car to Buc-ee's to Miami. So that should be interesting.
All right. So give me the don'ts. Give me the
don'ts.
Don't do this shit.
Don't drink too much. Bad things.
There you go. Here's your get off my lawn for the.
Bad things
if you're watching on twitch.tv/bothmikes or on YouTube or wherever, on the video here, I put up the Get Off My Lawn logo here because Mike's fixing to be the Get Off My Lawn guy on the cruise here. Go ahead. Tell me what not to do.
All right. First thing up is missing bands, right? Like, here's our first night schedule, and the bands really start at 6:30, right? There's a band at 6:30, 6:45, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:45. So, here we are 15 minutes apart. Guess what? If I go to see Buck Cherry at 7 o'clock, the next band is 8 o'clock. So I would have to go from the Royal Theater to the pool stage in 0 minutes in order to not miss the second band, Killer Dwarfs, which is a band out of Connecticut.
So what do? You leave one early and you go back and forth? And
would you leave Buck Cherry early?
No.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I've been going to festivals forever, dude. And you got to make decisions sometimes. And you're like, damn, I really didn't want to do this, but, it is what it is.
Well, that's the thing. When you get the full schedule the day of the cruise, you got to kind of look through and say, oh, hey, Buck Cherry, I'm going to see them on night 1, but I'm going to miss Killer Dwarfs because of it. Well, where's Killer Dwarfs playing? Well, Killer Dwarfs is playing opposite Alice Cooper, and I'm not going to miss Alice Cooper. Well, guess what? I don't see Killer Dwarfs. So
you'll catch the video later.
Yeah, and with Alice Cooper, they're actually doing 2 shows, and they're giving everybody either a blue pass or a red pass. A little Matrix thing, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So you get to see one show and not the other, unless you can, come up with someone else's pass who doesn't want to go.
I was going to say, what is it, a wrist thing?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's a lanyard. They do a lot of lanyards. So,
right.
yeah. The band thing is one thing. And I mentioned before, it's not a traditional cruise. So if you're going on this cruise and you're expecting to play bingo or go to trivia or go to the art auction, you're not going to go to bingo, the art auction, or trivia.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, it makes total sense. Why they don't do trivia and stuff like that in bingo, I don't know. But
well, there's so much to do, with all the bands and all that shit.
Exactly.
It's enough,
Every 15 minutes. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Any other don'ts?
Yeah. Your ports of call, like I mentioned. You get to go all over the place and see different countries, but is your favorite band playing while you're going to be in Cozumel? Right? And with that, do you have an excursion planned in Cozumel? A bunch of people in the Monsters of Rock family that know each other from previous Monsters of Rock cruises have booked a place called Mr. Sancho. It is a beach club, and it's like $69, $79. It's all you can eat, all you can drink on the beach. You show up, they give you a couple loungers, an umbrella, and they have wait service, and they bring you food all day long. You can get on the ocean. They have the blow-up things in the ocean you can play on, mostly for kids. They have a pool with a swim-up bar. You can do the pool with the swim-up bar.
So is it just the people that are on your cruise, or is it people that are from other cruises doing that too?
It's from people from other cruises too.
All right, so you might encounter, like, if you're thinking there's no kids and I get a break from the kids, you might run into kids if you go to a place like this.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But these places are also known for more of a spring break atmosphere, and I don't know if you would bring kids. We would bring our kids. We've brought our kids, Xander, to one called Nachi Kokum, which was the same thing, only different. Just same amenities, same concept, different location.
Okay, so to break it down for people, your child, I'm not going to give his exact age. He's well under 10, okay? And when you brought him on that cruise, is that when he got his first tattoo, or?
Actually, yes, it was.
See?
It was.
There you go.
So, yeah. So, we planned this excursion. We paid X amount of deposit, and we pay our balance when we get there. But is one of the bands we want to see going to happen while we made these, drop money to make these plans?
Sure.
So, that's the thing you got to watch out for, is while you're off the boat, is something going to happen?
All right. Now,
it's not.
Now, here's my questions time. Is that the last don't?
Well, the don't is, don't expect it to be inexpensive.
Yeah.
You expect to drop a good chunk of money, and on the upwards of $5,000 a couple. It could be.
If you're going to this shit trying to shortchange yourself and trying to penny pinch or whatever, you got the drink pass, right?
No. Well, we're actually, I've been on Royal Caribbean so many times. I'm a Diamond member.
Yeah.
And Diamond members get 4 free drinks a day.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
I've seen you go past that a couple times. That's not a good situation.
Yeah. Well, it's all about pacing yourself. It's all about. So yeah, it wouldn't behoove us to get the drink package. It's $99 a day per person. So we're looking at
buddy, if I was drinking like I was, I mean, I don't drink anymore, but I mean, shit, that'd be a bargain.
It would be in comparison, but I try not to drink that much. It's not like I have 200. Not like I have 288 drink tickets.
Now that's my next question. Do you always, every cruise on a situation like this, do you always see those people that, they shouldn't have drank that much, or the girl that's passed out or whatever?
Oh yeah, and there's, if you look on the Monsters of Rock Facebook page, you'll see the guy sleeping at the pool deck, with the penis drawn on his face. Because
Nice.
there's a lot of autographs going on, so there's a lot of Sharpies. So
Nice.
I've seen people drawn on more than once at the pool deck.
Yeah. Wow. How about the guy that's trying to get to the front of the stage, or is everybody pretty friendly in the crowd? There's no pushing and shoving or what?
No pushing and shoving.
Because everybody's at that age where they're like, yeah, let's not do this.
Yeah, no, yeah. God, so glad those days are over. But God, 2017 actually had a kid pushing through at a Sammy Hagar concert. He was pushing. He was like 21 years old.
Yeah.
And Brenda was.
I just had my first beer. Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah. He was pushing, and I grabbed him by the scruff, and I kind of just threw him to the side, and he came back and punched me. And I'm like, really? That's all you got? Unreal. Yeah.
All right, so when I'm on I'm on the cruise here. I'm having a good time. I've done my excursion. I'm watching my time. I'm getting back to the boat on time. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do.
Yep, they'll leave without you.
Do you sleep much on this cruise or no? You're going 24/7 almost?
No, God, a lot of times we're done by like 11 o'clock.
Well, that's because you got kids. You're used to that.
Yeah, well, we've been going on this cruise since 2014, and it's just our routine right now is go to work, come home, make dinner.
So is there a casino on the boat? You still gamble?
Yes. The casino is there. The casino is open, and I will be. I'll be going by the casino.
All right. I might have to send you some money so you can do the craps thing.
How much money you sending me, bro?
Well, it's boxcars or snake eyes. It's 30 to 1 odds. It's a $20 minimum bet. So you hit it once, you win. Some money there. You win what was
20
it?
at 600.
Yeah,
25, 750.
So if you start laying down 20s, you can look all this shit up on the internet, on the interweb somewhere. But theoretically, statistically, 1 out of 36 rolls should come up snake eyes or boxcars, whichever one. Each one's independent. They'll each come up once out of every 36 rolls. Right. So obviously you can't lay down $20 36 times. That wouldn't make sense.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm not telling you to count shit because I'm sure, we'll get in trouble for counting whatever, cards, rolls, whatever. But I would just stand by a table and hang out, maybe place a bet every now and then, act like I'm in the game. And I would just start counting. I'd count the rolls. And if I'm at 50 and I haven't seen boxcars come up, I'm going to start around 520s. That's $100 to make 600. Odds are it's gonna hit. So that's my theory. It's a patient method.
Right. Exactly. Yep. And
or do you play slots?
Dice, if you know how to roll dice properly, you can increase your odds too.
Oh, all right. I didn't know there was a proper way.
Oh, dude. We'll have to talk. Yeah.
Now, is there slots? There's slots on the.
Yeah, there's slots.
Does Brenda like to play the slots or no?
No, she doesn't like the whole casino thing at all. And I'm not a fan of the slots.
Can you smoke in the casino?
No longer. No. Okay. You can't because of the mask thing. But
you just cut a hole out in the mask, right?
Exactly. Yeah. One of the cruises I went on, I'm like, we got on the cruise ship. I was with my son, and we got settled in. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go down to the casino real quick, and I put $5 into a penny slot machine.
Yeah.
I hit it, and I won $60.
All right.
And I'm like, cool. I cashed out. Went back to the room.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, they have a full casino there. Craps, roulette. I play roulette a lot. I do pretty good with roulette. I think I have a pretty good system with roulette. Even though in the last cruise I went into in October, my system didn't work very well. Sometimes it works great, and sometimes
I get it. Yeah, it's good to have a system though. It's good to have, and that's probably a good thing. A do or don't is probably Go to the casino with only the money you're prepared to lose. Like,
Exactly.
Leave your other shit in the room or whatever you got to do. I mean, don't get over doing it.
The only cash I carry with me is what I plan on using at the casino.
Well, I'm just saying, you get that liquid courage going. You're like, if I gamble the mortgage money, I think we could hit the mortgage for all of next year. So let's go. Don't be doing that shit. Dude.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yep.
All right, so is that it on the cruise here? Are we going to connect when you're on the cruise? Are we going to be able to do something here?
We're gonna try.
Okay.
After we're done here, I guess we should try connecting and doing what we're doing now, but through my phone to see if we can make it work.
Because on your schedule it says you're out to sea on Friday.
Out to sea on Friday, yeah. But there's Wi-Fi on the ship.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I don't want to. Anyway. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So we will have shows. So if you're listening, this is 90 and 91, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So 92 and or 93 potentially are live from the Monsters of Rock cruise.
Yeah, and I would like to do just one show.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just want to know what we're doing. So
we'll do 92 on the ship.
Okay. All right.
And then 93, you get a special guest or forego it altogether.
One other thing, I was looking at the theme nights here on this cruise here. The day one is the Blackout at Sea. Day 2 is the 80s. Day 3, the 11th, is James Bond night. Day 4 is Dia de los Muertos. That's the Day of the Dead in Spanish. And
Mexican
the 5th day,
Halloween.
Sea versus Space. So my question is, are you dressing up on these nights?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why?
Not even just one, dude. Not even just one.
I got things to do. All right.
Come on, man.
I thought about for the 80s one, putting on my Doc Brown costume, but
there you go. That's so what?
Less than 10% of the people, partake in these.
Yeah, that's called stick in the mud. Come on, man. You're never going to see these people again. What do you fucking care?
I see these people all the time.
Well, there you go. That's even better. They can make fun of you all year long on Facebook.
Nice.
I like it.
1 year I did for the Star Wars theme. I did bring my BB-8 sippy cup, and I used my BB-8 sippy cup for my my vodka and sevens the whole entire day. I got a picture of Lita Ford, me, and my sippy cup.
Nice. Nice. All right. Well, I hate to leave the Monsters of Rock stuff. We've taken up a lot of the show with it, and I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. But there is a story that came to Vail here about Universal, and I wanted to touch about this because, well, I'm appalled. Not happy about this situation at all. But I'm a tough guy. I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna fight my way here. So. Let me pull this thing up here. Here we go. This is from our friend, and we've quoted this site before, our blog. This is from InsideTheMagic.net, and we talked about this happening before. A guest got basically kicked out of the park for clothing, and now she's alleging discrimination after she was denied entry because of her clothing. And I thought, I gotta see this. So I did a little more research and I found the actual picture. And I don't see what the big deal is, Mike. I want you to look at the picture here on twitch.tv/bothmikes or YouTube or Facebook, however you're watching. And tell me if you see anything wrong with this, because I'm fine with this. Hang on, let's see. There she is right there. That's what she was wearing.
Wow.
Are you okay with her coming in the park like that?
Yeah. Yeah, she's fine. She looks like she got hit with a plastic surgery stick in the face.
I'm going to watch when she goes on the roller coaster and get where they take the picture part and just go hang out there.
Yeah, obviously she's Brazilian.
Something. Anyway, I just found it fascinating that this is still happening, that they're still doing this. And I get it. I mean, it's a family type thing, but she went back and got another shirt out of her car, but she said she was humiliated and embarrassed, and she had to change her top to be able to enter. And I think it's because I have naturally big breasts, and it makes people uncomfortable. But as far as I know, my clothing wasn't against any rules. So
Well, yeah, because you didn't read the rules, lady. How do you know?
anyway, I just why can't I be at the park when this is going on?
You probably are. You're just on the other side of the park.
We are going to the park though. I am going this weekend. I'm going to see Sugar Ray, and
Gonna
then
go over to Dr. Seuss Land and hang out there.
Sugar Ray, and then on Sunday I'm going to see Buck Cherry at Sanford. So
Wow, busy weekend.
yeah. So let me ask you something. You guys are Prime members or no?
Yes, Amazon Prime. It's like $79 a month, right?
Yeah, they're jacking it up.
There's $79 a year.
No, it's 139 now.
Get out of here.
No, that's dude. I don't know if see, that's the thing. They lull you into automatically renewing it, and when it first came out, it was $79.
Right.
Well, they've been bumping you
Bargain.
all this time, dude.
They've been raising it without me even knowing.
I'm sure it's in the terms of service that you click yes next time you're ordering something, and you go right on.
Well, it's good that I guess that my wife pays for it. So
Amazon last raised the cost of membership 4 years ago in 2018 when the annual fees rose to $119 a year from $99 and a monthly fee to $12.99 from $10.99. At the time, company executives said the increase was due to rising shipping costs and the other expenses of the program. So my question is where's the breaking point for you? Do you use that all the time? We use it. Is it worth the money? Is what I'm getting at now.
I bet you if we do the math, it would be worth it. And having the Prime, because we don't use the TV service at all. I think I've watched 3 programs.
I know, but
Amazon.
you're paying for it. You might as well get it. You might as well check it out. Drop Netflix maybe.
Yeah. No, we don't have Netflix.
Okay.
I did Netflix for the 30-day free to watch the Motley Crue Dirt movie, and that was it on that.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, if we do the math, I'll bet you we save on shipping regardless of what the price of the membership is, because we use Amazon probably a couple times a month. And during Christmas, we like this past year, we used it, boom, every day that we're at our house. I ordered something 2 days ago. It came Amazon yesterday.
Books, well, you got Amazon Music too on your
really?
smart TV. Yeah, you can have Amazon Music too.
I had no idea. My Alexa keeps telling me to subscribe to Amazon Music.
Oh, maybe there's a cost and I'm not aware of it. I think my shit's just for free. I don't know. I got the Fire Stick for the TV, then I went and got it, adjusted. So
that might be where you're getting it, is because of the Fire Stick. I don't know.
But I mean, instead of paying like $200 a month for cable, I pay like $20.
Yeah. Yeah, ours is over $100. It's like $130 or something. I gotta look into options there.
Yeah, because you're probably with the same cable as you are with the internet, right? I mean, the TV is the internet basically. So you're paying them twice or no?
Well, we're paying for the internet, we're paying for the TV, and we're paying for cell phones, and collectively, I would say that's $330.
Is that like Bell South or something like that, or what?
AT&T.
AT&T. Wow.
AT&T.
Yeah, dude, you can go a lot cheaper, dude. You can go. The Amazon stick is like, I don't know, $60-$70, and then you get the every month thing that I got for $20, dude. And then all you do is you get the local cable internet provider to give you the high speed internet. That's all you need, dude.
Yeah.
You still have a phone, but you'll probably cut your shit by at least 33%, I would think.
Yeah, but the thing is with the TV, with the kids, with their channels, me, I could do without the TV altogether.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like watching a fire. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
And am I really getting anything out of it?
Right.
Yeah. It's nice to have on and watch, but I could.
So there's a new picture I put up, and this is from a Colorado amusement park. Yeah. Apparently, after an investigation, no charges in death of a girl 6 who fell from the ride at a Colorado amusement park.
Wow.
And one of the parents said, once again, our daughter's life has been treated as cheap and meaningless, first by the amusement park and now by the DA. goes on to say that basically the two people operating the ride didn't notice she was sitting on her seatbelt and not fastened, and apparently when this ride plunges 110 feet inside Iron Mountain, she didn't make it out of there. So it's a bad situation. This was at an amusement park. When I first saw this, I thought maybe it was like at one of them roadside carnivals.
Yeah.
So my question is where does this take us? If this was now I know we're spoiled in Florida with Disney, Universal. We got the best of the best with that shit, generally speaking.
Yep.
Matter of fact, they're over aggressive on that shit sometimes, and I'm okay with that. You know, you want a safe environment, but I don't know. Does it change the level of expectation when you go places and do stuff like on this? You've been on cruises where they have like a ride or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you automatically get on that thing. You're thinking it's safe, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
you go to a place like this, you
water slide or
automatically
something like
think it's safe. Whereas a roadside carnival, you're like, how many teeth does the ride operator have? You know, that's how you gauge, because he's the guy that put the ride together. You know.
Exactly.
So
yeah. No, it's here's my thing: is what parent puts their child on a ride that plunges 110 feet, 11 stories. 11 stories.
Apparently, she passed the bar with the height thing. I mean, right?
But they put her on it by herself.
I didn't read the whole thing. I didn't know if she went by herself.
Well, that's the way I understood it. You know, and if she wasn't by herself and there was a parent with her, you know, like you're thinking, what kind of parent doesn't double check? What type of parent doesn't hold on to their child regardless? You know, I took Xander on a kiddie roller coaster last year when we went to SeaWorld, and I held on to him, and it was a kiddie roller coaster.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that I'm not losing my kid.
No, and that also makes them feel more secure, I think, as well. You know, that they know you're holding on to them or whatever. But I mean, I've been in situations like this, and I have recently I dug out all the years of going to Disney and Universal and all over the country to ride rides and shit with the kids. I recently, because you go on a ride, I'd bump every time for the picture, you know, 30, 40, 50 bucks, you know. But I got a whole wall of this shit now, and it's cool because you can see the kids in early stages, they were like crunched down and holding on in the picture. Right. Then you go a couple years later and they're flipping off the camera and everything else. So
just like Dad.
Yeah. So you got those memories, and that's my whole thing. If you got a 6-year-old kid on a ride that plunges 110 feet like that, I guess there's a false sense of security there. I don't know. But you're right. I'd hang on to my kid, I think.
Yeah. Definitely, for sure.
All right, so we talked about us not getting the storm weather, and you're probably not going to get the storm weather on the cruise. Here's my thing. People are getting pounded on the East Coast here.
Yeah, so, no big deal. It's just Friday, you know, growing up in it and, you know, dealing with blizzards, the blizzard 96, the blizzard 78. No big deal.
I like a couple of the chats here. Somebody, Casey's table here. Of course, you men would be fine with her wearing that. Talking about the girl at Universal, and then going back, just say in page, set up a bracket, and you have viewers vote on your schedule. That's a good idea. Maybe put it on both mics, and we dictate who you see.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Anyway, I looked at this picture and I see the snowblower, and when I lived up there with snow in the Northeast, we didn't have a snowblower, dude. We had a shovel, you know. Yeah, so
a shovel. And
do you miss this shit, Mike, or no?
It's nice when it snows, but as soon as it's done snowing and the plows come through and everything is all slushy and messed up, I'm done.
And you're done with the driveway, and then the plow comes by and pushes all the shit back in the driveway. Back in.
Yeah, now been there, done it. Yep.
I was a crafty kid, man. I'd shovel a driveway, my neighbor's driveway, for $5 or however much it was, and you had to get the shovel, and I mean, you had to work. It took you, 30, 40 an hour or whatever it took you to do it, and then if you got there early enough, you beat the plow, they would call you back to do it a second time because the plow pushed all the shit in.
Yeah. It was in Park Ridge. It was me, my neighbor, and a guy down the street. The three of us would go, and we would just tag team, go boom, boom, boom down the street, just do. And then, of course, as time goes on, we would have our regulars. We had one driveway that we would get $30. $30 back in
the 70s,
late 70s, early 80s.
It's freaking great.
10 years old, 12 years old, having a snow day, we'd make $100 each, and we just go from place to place, and we would just go, and the guy would take a break, and someone else would be shoveling, and we'd do the sidewalk.
But nowadays, what you're going to do is you're going to do that through virtual reality. You're not going to go out in the snow. You're going to sit in virtual reality and play a game about shoveling your driveway instead of getting outside and shoveling your driveway
with a joystick and all. Yeah,
the metaverse. You're gonna virtually shovel your neighbor's driveway in the metaverse,
right? With your VR goggles.
I gotta see that. That's great. All right, so there's two more things I wanted to cover today. And actually, we have an asteroid heading for us again. Look out. The Earth is, the sky is falling. Run around like the chicken and, be nervous.
Same one or different one?
This is according to thehill.com. Astronomers find new asteroid sharing Earth's orbit. The rock, called a Trojan asteroid, is only the second of its kind discovered by scientists. 2020, it's also referred to as 2020 XL5. It could reveal new information about the history of the solar system if scientists are able to reach it. So again, this is going to be one of those things where they're going to try to land on an asteroid and see if it's got gold and fine minerals that they can extract from it and bring it back.
Never a dull moment.
Well, here's my question. There's all this. If we know this thing is coming, why don't we do that? Why don't we do just that? Test our weaponry and deflect it if it gets too close. And this will probably be even better if it's not too close. That means even if something goes wrong, we won't be affected. That's out there in space.
Who's to say they haven't done that already?
Yeah, I am convinced there's secret military and space programs and all this stuff. There's people that tell you that we already have a base on the moon and Mars and shit. I don't believe that, but...
Yeah.
Because we've never been to the moon. I mean, anybody fucking knows that.
Nice.
I told you, I've been to the place in New Mexico where they filmed the moon landing, dude.
Okay.
All right, one other thing here before we get ready to wrap up here. That's a GoPro.
That is a GoPro.
A facility, it is what it is. They're getting ready to expand their camera lineup.
Expand?
Yeah, so...
Aren't they on, GoPro 10? So, there's 10 other GoPros available?
Well, I guess it's kind of like the iPhone and shit. You got to get the... See, if they came out with the iPhone whatever, 21 or whatever, when they came out with smartphones, if they came out with that right away, your mind would be fucking blown. As it was when I saw the first iPhone with the apps and shit, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. This is fucking great.
Well, it's called marketing. First, seek to satisfy quantity and then satisfy quality.
They put just the tip in with introducing cellular technology.
Right.
Then they had the clamshell phone and smaller and the world phone, and you could call anybody long distance. And then they went to the smartphone technology. Now they're going with technologies where you have 6 cameras and it's got more memory than your personal computer at the house and all this other stuff.
Yep.
Where is the tipping point? I mean, is it a dollar amount or is it the technology? When are we going to cap out on all this technology and improvements over time? I mean, can't we just... I think the tip is already in. Get me to the fucking finish line. Let's go.
It's never going to end.
Right? I shouldn't have to buy 50 fucking phones. Just take me to the best one available.
Well, your rotary phone back on the wall in the kitchen back in 1975, is that where it started?
I guess.
Constant and never-ending improvement.
No, I'm thankful for it. I'm not saying I don't, and this is what we normally talk about during like an alien update thing, because you can't tell me that in the last 50 years we've come up with all this technology on our own. Stop. Just stop. We went through how many millions of years, or even if you just go by the years on the calendar, we've been through 2022 years. And the first 1970 years, we couldn't come up with any of this shit. Then all of a sudden, the past 50 years, we can do all kinds of shit.
Well, when they came up with the first car, they were like, "Oh my God, there's nothing else." Actually, there was a guy back in like the 1850s, 1860s, who made a proclamation that everything that could be invented has been invented.
That's where I'm at. They just haven't disclosed it yet to us.
Reincarnated?
What's that?
I said, are you that guy just reincarnated?
No, I'm just saying, just take me to the bigger and better mile. I'm not my parents. I'm not in my 70s having to, call you every 10 minutes to ask you how to do something on the phone. I am willing to do things and learn. Get me to the best available thing. What I'm thinking is they're holding out on us. Like, this is where this meta shit's coming in. And we're going to run out of time before I go off on a deep end here. But anyway. Yeah, just give me all the technology now. I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
A guy named Duell, Duell, has become famous for during his tenure as the Commissioners of Patents purportedly said everything that can be invented has been invented. However, this has been debunked.
You think? It's been fact-checked?
Yeah. You
are wrong.
So he was the Commissioner of Patents back in, I guess, the 1800s or something.
The Commissioner of Patents?
Yeah, no, he said it in 1902.
Yeah, so what? This was around the time of the car?
Well, yeah, just before the car. And supposedly Disney wasn't even born yet, so. Or another possible origin of this famous statement may actually have been found in a report to Congress in 1843 by an earlier Patent Office Commissioner, Henry Ellsworth. In Ellsworth's statement, the advancement of arts from year to year, taxes do credentially and seems to really presage as arrival of...
All right, you hear all that clicking? That's everybody shutting their shit off, Mike. Stop. Yeah. I don't need that. I don't need to talk about patents from 1902.
Yeah.
Christ almighty. All right, we're at the end here. I want to give a couple shout-outs to my boy Gino Losi. You want to go fishing, check out Gino Losi. Just Google him on the Google box there, and you'll find him. He's everywhere.
Google box.
Check out my friends at the Melon Patch Theater in Leesburg. Dustin Levine doing a great job. They got a new production over there. Shit, it's probably done by now. I'm probably late to the party here. Sorry about that. And check out my friend Night Fan Stan at Jet Set Printing in the Central Florida area for all your printing needs. Anybody else, Mike? Did I miss anybody?
That's it. Just Mom.
Ow! I fell off there. All right, we're out of here. We'll be right back. If you're on twitch.tv/bothmikes watching us live, we'll be right back after this with 91.
Ciao, folks.